hope everyone is doing okay. Today is the Passover. I'm celebrating my first Passover here in the US. You guys, if you know about the Passover story in the Bible, so the Israelites were in Egypt and they were suffering under the reign of King Pharaoh. So during that time, the Israelites really prayed to God to save them from what they were going through. So God sent Moses to help his people be free from the captivity of the Egyptians, or the Egyptian empire, something like that. So during that time, God told Moses to tell Pharaoh to let his people go, but Pharaoh refused to listen to Moses because, of course, he was the king. He refused to let God's people go for the first time. So that second time, still Moses told Pharaoh what God had told him to let his people go. Pharaoh refused. So God punished or sent locusts and frogs and plague to Egypt. So after that whole thing, then King Pharaoh accepted to let the Egyptians go through Moses, of course. So, but the Israelites, thank you, honey. So from that time, as soon as he let them go, he sent his soldiers to go and kill, to chase the Israelites towards the Red Sea, so that they cannot pass, so that they can die from there. But when God saw that, he paved a way for them. Before that, you guys, there was that time before God rescued the Israelites, he told Moses that he was going to destroy Egyptians, the people in Egypt. But he told him to tell his people, the Israelites, to put a blood of the lamb on their doorposts. So that's what Moses did. He told the Israelites, and Israelites slaughtered lamb and put blood on their doorposts. So when the Spirit of the Lord was passing to kill all the firstborns in the Egyptian empire, the homes or the houses that had blood on them, the blood of the lamb, were not touched. So they were passed over. The Spirit passed over those homes because of the blood that was put on their doorposts. Sorry. So because of that, that's why it's called the Passover, because those homes were passed over. They are not touched. So guys, today is the Passover in the US. I've never celebrated it, so it's my first time. I've been reading about it in the Bible, but I've never celebrated it. So today we are heading to one of the Jewish shops here in the US. So we want to eat that bread that was eaten in the Bible, unleavened, or bread without yeast, or bread that has not risen. In Uganda we call it omugati okutazimbulukuse. Okuzimbuluka is rising. So that bread that they ate was the bread that was not risen. So all the bread without yeast. So it's the one we are looking for, that bread. So we started fasting yesterday. This is going to take 24 hours. We started fasting yesterday. I last ate yesterday at 5. So the same with my love here. So we are going to break our fast today around 6 or 7. 9.
Sundown.
So we are going to break our fast at 9. We've not eaten anything, you guys. God, they ate the bread that was unleavened, or the bread that had no yeast. So that bread was broken into two, and God told his people, eat this as in remembrance of me. This is my body. And then they had the wine as his blood. We all know that story. So for us, instead of eating any bread around, it can represent that. It can represent his body, and wine or the grape juice can represent his blood. So my love here decided to look for the real bread, the bread that had not risen, the bread that is unleavened, the bread that has no yeast. So there are so many types of breads here we can have, but we decided to look for that Jewish bread that is unleavened. So it's the one we are going to look for. We googled and we found a shop somewhere where we are driving right now. He said it's 1 hour. It's a 1 hour drive, you guys. So that's where we are heading right now. We have to find that bread. I mean, you can have anything as long as it's bread, but we wanted to have that Jewish one. So it's the one we are going to look for, and that's what we are going to have. And other things to break our fast. We are not going to have other things that we are not in the Passover, that we are not eating on that day. So we are going to do exactly what was done. So guys, come with me, come with us, enjoy the ride with me. So I'll show you around as we go, because we are going there like, oh, we still have time, like 29 minutes to reach there. So it's a Jewish shop, like that's what it says, and I'm excited to Jewish day or the Passover today for the first time, and it has given me like another insight about it. Really, I didn't know much about it, but I've been reading about it, and now I can say I know a lot about it. Yeah. So guys, there are so many types of bread that are unleavened that are sold around that we can use, but we just wanted to use this Jewish one because, yeah, of course. So it's not like you can just use any bread. No, you have to eat bread that is bread without yeast. So that's what the Bible says. So during that time, they ate that bread, which is called masa. It's called masa, the bread that is unleavened, and they ate parsley. These are some of the things you can have. Parsley, if you know parsley has, it's like coriander. It has some green, it's a green leafy vegetable. Should I call it vegetable? So it has leaves, like, yeah. So Sorry. So guys, we are done with our shopping. We just got out from that shop, the kosher spot. That's where we are from, and it has most of the things are written on Passover. So yeah guys, we're supposed to eat the bread and then have the wine, but when you read about like the Bible, there are other things they ate. We're coming back from the shop. We did some shopping. We bought the things we wanted. We bought other things that were not on our budget, but still we bought them. So you guys, that shop is for Jewish and it's for today's Passover. So most of the Jewish people are coming in to buy things, you know, to prepare for the Passover feast. But I think these people realized we are not Jewish, so the way they were looking at us, actually when we came in, there was someone like, I mean, the way we looked, we didn't really look Jewish. And see how I'm looking. I don't know if those people actually do makeup or something. They were wearing round hats on their heads, and some women were even veiling. But this is how I look. And we entered there, like they were looking at us like, and I really felt it. I felt like, you know, we looked like out of place. I think they were asking themselves like, really, who are these people coming in to do the whole Passover thing? Like we looked like out of place, you know, according to the people who were there, they were shopping, you know, they were Jews, and yeah, but here we are for Christ. So we just wanted to experience this whole thing, and I personally am so excited about this feast, you know, after reading it from the Bible. I'm happy we are celebrating it. So guys, I want to tell you about the parsley. So the way parsley was eaten, it was supposed to be dipped in salty water. So just dip it and eat it, which we are not going to do that. So we decided we are not going to dip the parsley. We are not going to eat it. But it's supposed to be dipped in salty water. That's how it was eaten by the Jews. And yeah, so the salty water represents the tears or the suffering the Israelites went through when they were in Egypt. So you can also have, there was also a big bone of meat. So that represents the lamb, the blood of the lamb that was shed and put on the posts, on the doorposts of that time when the Spirit was passing to take the firstborn children. So that blood, okay, this big bone represents that Elijah's cup. Elijah's cup was also a cup that was placed on the table. It says in the middle of the table, something like that. So to welcome Elijah to come in, because Elijah had to prepare for the coming of Jesus Christ. So while the Jews were celebrating the first coming of Jesus Christ through Elijah, for us Christians today, we celebrate the second coming of Jesus Christ. So guys, I read that, and I've just seen here the shop written on Elijah's cup. I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, Elijah's cup is that cup that was prepared and was put in the middle of a table just to welcome Elijah to get ready for the coming of the Messiah. So guys, that's the end of our vlog for today. I mean, this vlog of you know, going for shopping to buy the stuff. So I think I'll show you how everything will go, how we will prepare the food and how the feast will be. But for now, I pray that good Lord blesses you. I pray God gives you the life that you deserve. I pray for good health for your families. Take care. Bye. guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Press. I hope all of you are doing great. Guys, I'm sorry about yesterday. First of all, today is the morning after the Passover. So yeah, guys, yesterday we fasted. I last ate at so guys, I last ate at 5 yesterday. So from 5 to no, not yesterday, the other day. So from 5 to the day of the Passover, I have to break your fast at sundown. So when the sun goes down, that's when you're supposed to break your fast. Usually the sun goes down. I mean, in Uganda, I could fast up to like 6 in the evening because that's when the sun goes down. But here, you guys, the sun went down at 9. So we had to wait till the sun went down. We are not so hungry actually. It was like a normal day. I was not hungry. Ken was not hungry. Like, you know, it was like a normal thing. Of course, we all knew what was happening. Plus, you guys, when you're fasting and you start thinking about food, you start thinking about something like that, that's when you start feeling like you're hungry. But if you don't like think of it and you do your things and you know, so it was all good, guys. I showed you how we went to that Jewish shop, like how we looked like out of place. Those guys looked at us like, you know, because we are not Jewish, and they could tell. They could tell. Never met any Jewish people, you guys. I used to read these things in a Bible. I mean, I read about the Jews, the Gentiles in a Bible, but finally I met the Jews. So yeah, from there we bought everything that we bought, like you saw in the video, you guys. But I mean, we went to Kenny's parents' house. We were there for some time, so they had dinner and we didn't have dinner because we were waiting for the fast. I mean, to break the fast. So we came back home around 7:30, I think. So from 7:30, we went home. You know, it was not yet time to break our fast. So we just sat and, you know, watched a movie. So we watched a movie, and you guys, I fell asleep during the watching of the movie. I fell asleep and slept on the sofa. So when I slept, Honey continued watching the movie. Of course, I was falling here and there. So finally, I slept. I said, you guys, I think it was because, you know, the body is feeling like weak and stuff. You know, not. So I just slept. But something happened when I woke up from that sleep. Of course, I slept. It was 7:30, you know, 8:30, and so time came, and Ken organized everything, you know, set the table for us to break the fast. You guys, you can't believe what happened. When I woke up, I was feeling so weird. I felt so weird. I started like, at some point, I feel like I cannot even support myself to stand or even just hold my neck like this, like in a normal way. I was feeling so tired, like I've never felt that tired, you know. I was feeling so tired. I felt so empty. I don't know, I was so helpless, you guys. So we sat and we ate, and I was falling here and there, so tired, so sleepy, so everything, to the extent that I didn't even finish the dinner. I had to shower, to get some energy and refresh a bit. At some point, I felt like I was like shivering or something. You know, I really don't know what happened, but I think it was because of fasting. I've always fasted, but I've never gone like beyond 12 hours. I've never gone beyond, or maybe 15 or 24 hours. I really want that grace, and I know I can do that. I know God can enable me do that. But I don't know what happened when I took that nap. Then waking up, everything changed. I felt so bad. So I had to take shower, and yeah, so I slept, but I was breathing like, I had those, I was breathing, I had a heavy breath. So guys, I'm sorry. First of all, I apologize. I didn't film the whole thing of, you know, showing you the meat And the wine we had, it's not even wine, it was grape juice we had to represent the wine, and the bread we had. So we still have the bread here, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys how the bread looks like. It's actually crunchy. I love it. I just love it, guys. It looks like this. This is the bread, you guys. It's crunchy. I thought it was maybe like, you know how paratha is, or you know how chapati is. I thought that's how it is, but this is crunchy and it's so nice. So I had a lot of this, and it looks like this, guys. So this is the Jewish bread. So I think it's so nice. I'm so happy that it comes out like this. Actually, it's not like soft as I thought. So if you've never tasted or had or seen any Jewish bread, this is how it looks like. The one we had for Passover. That's what happened, guys. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I didn't film everything. I just did just a little bit, but I didn't show you everything because I wasn't really feeling fine. I wasn't okay that day after that nap. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.